Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hey, we getting started, folks. We getting started here. Oh man, this is gonna be a great day today. Great day. It's July the 14th, and shit, man, we damn near halfway through the month of July. We done shot past them 90 days that Trump said that he was gonna have. We done shot through them 90 days.
Then he had another 50 days or something?
No, that was to Russia. He gave Russia 50 days. He threatened Russia with 50 days. At first he said he gonna give 2 weeks. And then he got on the news and stuff and said, no, we're gonna give 50 days. And I think everybody that got so immune to this shit, they know that anytime he say something, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean a damn thing. And people that just got used to it. Even though they
Well, let me say this before you go. I know you got a lot of stuff you want
go
to
ahead. No, I don't. Go ahead.
And here's the thing. I'm always reading my little business stuff, and looking at my listening on the radio for these business channels and all that stuff. And these business people say they don't even listen to them no more.
Right.
They
Nobody.
just go ahead on and just invest like everything is cool, and the stock market is doing good, and they just saying, hey, he ain't gonna do shit. And then I heard somebody say, I forget who it was, they say Trump is just inside trading. He playing. Somehow he's in the cahoots with the stock market, because it'll go up, it'll go down. Now he's just playing games. So they don't even pay no attention to him. But I see my boy Bezos sold a whole lot of shares. I don't know what that's about. And now the guy with Cisco, is it Cisco? Not Cisco, but can't think of his name. But the guy, he's like third now, world richest man now. He didn't drop from second. So I don't think these billionaires care one way or another. They lose 10 billion, 20 billion, they don't care. 50 billion.
Dropping the bucket.
They don't care.
When you worth $200-300 billion, it's a drop in the bucket. That's the cost. That's the cost of doing business. Most people would die to to lose that much money, to even hold that much money. These people say that's the cost of doing business.
They don't even care, man.
They don't even care. That's the cost of doing business. They still sit down there making what they say Bezos be making 20-some $1,000 a motherfucking second. Every second. That's for they even put $25,000 in the bank, more than most people make in a goddamn year. You just be there in a second. I guess they are competing and stuff now to see who gonna gonna lose the most money at one time. Man, I lost this, but I'm gonna gain it back. And competing. Man, I made $50 billion yesterday. Because anytime a company goes from damn near nothing to the most valuable company in the world, worth $3 trillion.
4 trillion.
Huh?
4 trillion.
It done went up another trillion.
It's 4 trillion now.
Oh shit. They done shot past Apple like they were standing still.
And we talk about NVIDIA people. Man, it's crazy, man. I don't get it. But
I
it's
get it.
almost back up to $200 now.
Yeah, I get it. I get what they're doing. People, Ted, right today, there are people who are investing in artificial intelligence. All of their money is going into artificial intelligence, and NVIDIA is the recipient of that. Artificial intelligence, that's all they're into now. Anytime you turn around, artificial intelligence has taken over. And if you're not into artificial intelligence, AI and stuff now, you're going to lose a whole hell of a lot of damn money. And these folks done spent billions and billions and billions of dollars that they dumping into this artificial intelligence. When somebody sit down there and say, well, I'm on the top three companies are saying that they're going to put almost $50 billion into AI expansion. That's the new thing, man. It's the new thing coming down the pipe, artificial intelligence. And I hate to say this. I really do. I really hate to say this. I really do. This is bothering me that we said that these fools out there are spending billions of dollars in artificial intelligence, and those folks over there in that country called China, they got deep fake going, and they only spent $5 million to get that thing up and going, and it has already passed up Meta, Google, everybody as far as intelligence is concerned. And they ain't even spent hell a fraction of what they done spent for the artificial intelligence empire. Them some smart little some guns over there, Ted. We got to watch them. They done shot past up. Trump sat out there and said, we're going to be the top technology country in the world when he became president. Yes, sir, we're going to get all this stuff done. We're going to be doing this. But the knucklehead, dumb son of a gun, dumb SOB, got rid of all his research people who are responsible for making sure that we stay up there as far as technology-wise. How in the hell are you going to be number one and you done fired everybody? That's going to get you there.
And you got people that don't even know what the hell they
Don't
doing.
even know what the hell they doing. He done fired them. They are fired and get rid of their research. And every university around here either cut out their research money. I mean, took it away from it just like that. I want to take their research money away, everything. And so how the hell you gonna be the top thing in the world if all your people you done took them away, and somebody else getting ready to got them? European Union picking them up. But China don't need to pick them up because they got 1 billion people over there, so they take care of their own. They're doing stuff, Ted, unmanageable. Can you imagine in your wildest dream that these folks are working on a train that will go faster than an airplane?
Damn. You got to have some serious technology on that.
They working on it right now. That damn train doesn't have any friction at all. It just rides on a swim of air. Doesn't even touch a track.
Damn.
That motherfucker to go faster than a jet plane. Their trains and stuff now maxing out, Ted, at over shit 200 miles an hour and shit they're right now on the rail.
And we can't get out. We can't get ours to go 90.
We can't even get out to go 70, 80. Hell, these people going 300 miles an hour. That ain't even the max speed of them damn things.
So they scared. They scared them tracks might bust. They probably can go faster, but they scared them. Man,
No, they ain't
we
scared
have
that
we
they.
have we have lacked the infrastructure for this country for the last 45, maybe even 50 years.
We have not built anything. These
We
people are.
can't even keep up with housing, bro.
We can't keep up. These people can put a skyscraper up in 6 months. They can go from the ground to 80 damn foot, 80 stories up in
And it
six
take them
months.
15 years to put down uh, 40 miles or less than 30 miles of street.
These people are putting streets down to they putting down 10 miles, 15 miles a day. They can lay enough track and stuff in one day to go at least
Ed,
5 miles.
that's because everything is commoditized and you got gangsters and people that's overpricing shit all over the place. All over the place, man. You got so many criminals that's running this shit. It's just crazy. The highways here now, the
we
streets.
we barely able to put a tunnel from New Jersey to New York. It took it 3 years to do it. They'd have put down a 6-lane highway underneath a river in
Damn.
1 year. 6-lane highway underneath the river
We're a
in,
joke, man.
in 1 year.
We're a joke. We're a joke. The only thing that we have, and now they're proving that you done spent all this money on defense for the last 40, 50 years, something like $40 trillion. And now they got drones that cost pennies, nickels, and dimes, and they making them by the hundreds. They just proved that. Look what Russia did. They talking about Russia's over there building. They might be, but they got that shit from over in Iran. That's what I believe. And now they got people. You got all kind of harm they're doing over there in Ukraine now because of those drones. Telling you, man, these people, man, they are taking technology, they're using it to their advantage, where it's going to cut costs, and you're not spending all that money on the military, on their military. And then you got China right now; they're building up their military because they got the money now. They always had the money, but they just kept it at a certain rate. We spending trillions; they were spending 300-400 billion. What you gonna do?
They when Israel and all you folks out there who looking at them Israelites over there, them Jews, when they went over there and they bombed Iran, it opened the door, people, to them finding somebody else to help them to get their shit. The United States put an iron dome over the top of Israel to protect them folks. Well, the Chinese government has already signed an agreement with Iran to come over there and put them a dome up. And their dome is 10 times better than what the Iron Dome is there in Israel. In the next year, the United States is not going to be able to bomb Iran again and do what the hell they did in less than a year from now. They're not going to be able to do it. Did you folks hear me? They are not going to be able to come over there and bomb them like they did before. And a couple of weeks ago, it's not going to happen. And I don't know what Trump thinking about, but it's not going to happen. They're getting ready to stop them. And we're sitting around there playing tiddlywinks and stuff and everything with these folks and everything, and we cannot get stuff done. I have no idea what our people and our president is doing, because he has taken us down a rabbit hole, and we're not going to be able to come out of that daggone rabbit hole, folks. Do you hear me? He is not going to be able to come out of that rabbit hole. He is hiding his head down there and telling people he is the king tut on the block, and he ain't shit. Excuse my French. Excuse my French. We are no longer the number one country in this world. And he's sitting there still playing like he's the number one person in this world. And the only reason why these people are still coming over there to see him is because we have an economy that people are still trying to get with. They won't trade with the United States. And they are hoping and praying that eventually, soon, that they can be able to open these borders up and get back to trading and stuff with us and everything, so they can get out there and make some money, because we still are damn good trading folks, because the people in this country still got money and they're willing to spend it on their products. Mr. Harvey and I both know about this, and I'm going to talk to you people and stuff out there. In any sport you play, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, if you are a team who are playing these sports, the first thing you want to do is play the best. You want to play the best. I want the best competition that I can out there, so I can measure where I'm at. If this team is the best, those are the people that I want to play, because I'm not scared of you guys, because I'm going to get out there with you and we're going to compete. Well, our country, for some reason or another, does not want to compete with these folks out there. They are trying to shut off all this new technology that is coming out there, and they're telling the American people, we're doing this for security reasons. If you want to be the best, you're going to have to play the best. You got to get out there and compete with the best people. That's your goal. If you want to win, you got to play with the best. You can't tell them they can't trade with you. They the baddest folks on the block. You supposed to be out there and be able to stand up to them. When Trump was in power, he told them, we ain't going to let Exxon, whatever that name of that company is, come over here into this country. We're going to get rid of them because they are bad actors. Well, people, don't go to China. Them bad actors that you all fought against, not to come over here, United States, they are leading the technology in that country. They're making stuff that is unbelievable. Their cars will beat Tesla hands down.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. We ain't even talking about BO. We talking about Axome. They making robots. They making cars. They're making phones. They're making anything in the technology world. They are making them, and they're making them better than we have right here in the United States. Why do you think Apple when Trump told him that they better go over to India to make their phones, Mr. Cook refused to do it. Why would he take the Apple phone from the people who are making it, who making them better than anybody else can make, and even in the United States, and take it over there to India where they don't have the technology to make the iPhones? They got the technology to make your iPhone, to make them better. That's why the iPhones are the best around. I hate to sit there and keep on saying this, folks, but we better get our stuff together. That old boy that got up in the White House, you all better get rid of him quick because he's tearing this country apart. He's tearing us down. Anyway, Ted, that's my soapbox moment.
Well,
Anything you want to say? Huh?
when you know that the Supreme Court gave the okay for him to slash education employees. So we don't know what's going to happen this fall as far as education. Right now, he's still on the budget, Biden's budget. But the following year, and even this year, it's going to be hell to pay. I mean, people are fighting. You got this NEA president that's over that. Everybody, the thing is that, I got family in education, children, all that. And things are tough, bro. Because they slashing, bro. They slashing. And then they got a shortage. Here in Florida, I forget the number. I don't quote me because they were so short of teachers here in Florida, even last year, school session. It was crazy because he was talking about hiring military people. So, I'm just going piggybacking off what you were just saying as far as not keeping up. How the hell are you going to keep up if you slashing education?
Yeah,
You're
the
making it
education.
harder for people to go to school. Education was doing the job as far as giving scholarships and grants and Pell grants and all that stuff. He cutting all that.
Well, Ted, I'm sitting there and I can't believe that somebody is that stupid to just tear out the entities and stuff that you need to be successful. Those are the pillars of our success and everything. The education, educating our children, educating those minds and stuff so they can get out there and create tomorrow. And when you're tearing your education down, you're not going to survive. As a country, you can't survive. You are going to perish. We are going to perish if we do not change what's going on. And it looks like that's what he wants to happen. He wants the United States to perish, to become nothing.
Well, I'm gonna take it another step. You have groups of people out there, and this is sort of like three different levels, but I'm just gonna keep it at the one level that I think was happening. I was just reading up. Well, actually, I was looking at a YouTube program that was stating that there are people out there that's taking these little 10-year-old boys and 9-year-old boys and 11-year-old boys and programming them to be what they call MAGA, to
Mm-hmm.
worship Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And that ideology, putting it in their system now and educating them in that vein, thinking that that's the way to go. You know, I'm not going to say that they're teaching them how to be bigots or prejudiced or anything like that, but their ideology is is a divisive way of teaching these kids the way they teach them. If you go on that website that they have, they treat it like some kind of cartoon, and they're training up these people to be dividers, to be separatists. And, they like to think, they say, I don't know if that's true or not, but they say that education is supposed to be training them to be liberals and progressive and all that. That's their whole big thing, which I don't know if that's happening or not. I'm not in school now. What they're doing to these little third grades and fourth graders and sixth graders and stuff like that. But it's an all out push, man. It's a war against the youth because if you don't, it's just like basketball. If you don't go down to the eighth graders, sixth graders, and all that and start working with them, they're not going to grow to be great athletes. Whether it's in track and field, whether it's in football or basketball or anything, same thing when it comes to your education. You got to get them while they're young, and that's what they're doing. By the hundreds of thousands of them. Programming their mind. Some of them is dressing up like Trump, putting on suits and ties. So, here's the thing. This is what Jesus said. If you hurt any of these little children, you might as well tie a noose around your neck and throw a rock in there and just drown. Because you ain't giving these people, these young kids, the right information. You're not giving them telling them the truth. You're not telling them how to behave. You're not giving them right directions. And and seeing that's one thing when I was in coaching, I've always gave our kids, and wasn't no politics involved. This was all about being a sportsman, having good sportsmanship, treating your teammates right. If you lose a game, you shake hands. No fighting. No cursing. You give them a direction of how to be because we're supposed to be kind, courteous, respectful. But when you start programming their mind to hate people or dislike people or, denigrate people or say negative things about them or disparage their character, that is not right to be teaching those kids that kind of thing. And that's what they're growing now here, by the hundreds of thousands. And their parents go along with it because they think the same way. So I don't know. And a lot of them go to private schools and all these charter schools anyway. They don't go to public schools, or they homeschool them. So we are a divided nation as far as I'm concerned. And I don't know what's going to unify us because you got these other extremely left people. They need, I can be extremely left, but you got to tell the truth. I can be extremely progressive, but you got to tell the truth. I can be extremely right wing, but I have to tell the truth. If you're telling a lie, thou shalt not bear false witness. And a lot of these people, all they're doing is misinformation. They're telling lies. And that's my spiel. I ain't gonna go no more. I can go some more, but I ain't going no more. Just telling lies, Ed. That's all they're doing. On both sides, they're telling lies. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Facts. Correct data.
Well, I can tell our audience and stuff out there that You're not going to hear a lot of this stuff that we're saying on our any other, even the other folks out there who are streaming their channels and stuff and everything. You're not going to hear that what the heck we're talking about and stuff right now. Most of the time, their focus is on what Trump is doing, and sometimes you need to talk to people about positive things and what's going on here and what we need to do and everything, and to understand that if you keep focusing upon this guy and he stays in your psyche every day, every hour, he is getting to you. He has poison. He is poisoning your audience's mind. You're doing the same thing that Fox News is doing. You're saying that he's bad and everything, but we need to focus and stuff on some other positive things that's going on instead of what the hell Taco Man is doing. We know he's a fool. So why focus upon a fool? Why not focus upon what we are doing out there, what we need to get done, and let the people in this country understands that what is being taken away from you. Not just saying, well, we're not going to have, they're cutting Medicaid and they're cutting the school lunch programs. Why not go into these schools and send your folks and stuff to these schools and to these hospitals and everything where there's money and stuff is being taken away from, or in the nursing homes, and find out exactly what the heck going on. What does this mean to you? Because most people out there, you can tell somebody something, but until they see it, they're not going to believe it. Most of the time, they're not going to believe it. He's just talking. He's just talking. He's another politician. Got to give them something that they can put their teeth into, that they can see that's real. They can need to go into these schools and see what Texas had done. They cut out these kids' summer lunch program. Somebody need to go out there into these schools and stuff, or where these kids and stuff are at, who are getting these lunch programs and stuff, and find out what they are taking away from our children. This USA, they took away the USA. You can talk about it. They took away USA. What does that mean? Well, they're giving this to the folks over in Africa. Well, there's thousands and thousands of people who have died. You can't see it. Most time people ain't gonna believe it.
Nope. You just talking. You lying. You
Just
lying.
talking. Oh, he just talking. That's what they gonna think. But you have to reach out and show them what the heck going on. You're gonna have to go to these schools, just like Mr. Harvey said. Well, my folks and stuff, they in education. Well, why isn't somebody bringing a teacher on to their programs and stuff and saying, what is this stuff going to do to your classroom? And go into their classrooms and stuff and find out what is going to be taken away. Talk to the school administrators. What's going to be taken away? Go into these hospitals. What is going to be taken away? What does this money mean to us? When you go in there and you can't even talk to the people who've been fired out of the Center for Disease and Control here in Atlanta, some of them people who've been fired, you need to talk to them. Go into their house and talk to them and find out exactly what the hell they were doing and how important it is to the American people.
Because what it's about is it's about the people.
It's about the people.
It's about the people. They talking about America, 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 America. It's about the people in this country. Don't tell me about America when you sitting up here and you gonna put people out of their homes and you putting people out. You're not doing the things to help these people. You closing hospitals. America, America.
My eye doctor, I just saw her the last part of May. My eye doctor, I go to Emory Eye Care here in Atlanta. And Emory Eye Care, if anybody knows anything about Atlanta area, Emory is right down the street from the Center for Disease and Control. And I'm sitting in there talking to my doctor about what's going on and stuff with my eyes. You're diabetic and stuff, you have to protect your eyes or you're going to go blind. So my doctor is saying to me, putting them eye drops in my eye, you got to put the eye drop in your eye, Edward. I said, Doc, I'm probably going to do it for the rest of my life. She said, well, Mr. Bishop, she said, you probably are because uh, we were dependent upon the Center for Disease and Control and stuff to help us to come up with a solution to where they can get your eye fixed up so you don't have to have these drops. But now that the food then cut out all those people down there for the Center for Disease and Control, you're gonna have to put all those eye drops in your eye because they have cut off the technology money and everything that we need for us to develop something to help people who are sick. What about cancer research? What about heart attacks? All of that, all the research that they're doing and stuff out there for people, all you name it, it has been cut off. It is no longer available to us. New medicine is no longer available to us. You got a fool sitting down there. He don't even believe in vaccinating our children. Now we getting cases of bubonic plague coming back. What the hell is going on? I thought measles, Ted, was eradicated when we were little. It's coming back. This fool sitting down there in charge. We don't need to vaccinate these children and stuff from anything like that. All these contagious diseases that we have gotten rid of is slowly coming back. They've got a foothold back into our society. People are dying now from measles. People, what these fools are doing, I don't know, Ted. I don't know what else to say to somebody. I can see it myself. I'm looking at this stuff. But I have time to read about what's going on. Most of the time, these people don't have time to read anything. Only thing they can do is sit in the car for an hour and stuff, driving back and forth to work. So we have to make it available and stuff to them to tell them what the heck is going on. So when they turn on their little old TV sets or get on their iPhone while they're at work or their Android phone and they can look at our show and we can sit there and tell them, this is what's happening to you people. This is what they're taking away from you. When you get ready to go to that hospital that's about 20 miles away, they're going to be shut down. It is not going anywhere. The administration and stuff there can tell you Medicaid money was keeping this hospital open. When they take the Medicaid money away from us people, we cannot run this hospital and we're going to have to close down. And all those people who are sitting there in that hospital and everything, who work there, the nurses, the doctors, the janitor, everybody, even the folks and stuff and everything who dispensing medicine, who cleans up the beds and all the pots and all that stuff, who feed the folks and stuff inside of the cafeteria, they all going to lose their jobs.
And you
And
know one thing I found out is no one cares.
no one cares. Until it happens to them, but they're not going to care until it happens. Until it happens, they're not going to care. I'm looking at, man, my brother. I ain't gonna talk about him. I'm not gonna say anything about it because I don't want to say nothing because he was upset and everything about something he should have been upset about.
Now,
But he,
what do I mean by no one cares? Oh yeah, people talk a good game. You know, we're having a conversation and we're talking, but we have no power. We have no finances, no capital. We don't have control of the budget. We don't have control of anything. But what I'm talking about, no one cares. There's a lot of people hollering and screaming about this, what's going on, but no one cares. Because if they did, they'd be out there what you just said. You just said it. They'll be out there talking to these people. And you don't really have to talk to them yourself. You can hire people to do it. Get out
mm-hmm.
there and make some videos. Talk to people. Have some film. Put it on YouTube. Put it on TikTok. Put it on wherever. And just talk to people. This is not rocket science.
It's not.
Hire some people in the community to do it and then put it on.
We have technology right now that I can send someone a link. All they have to do is get their phone out, click onto that link, and their camera on their phone will open up, and the audio on their phone will open up. And I can be able to pull that feed right into my service and stuff that I got. So if Joy Reid, who's sitting in Colorado where she lives at, and she got a show going on, she can sit there and send somebody over there in one of those red states and talk to the people on the phone and say, hey, I want to interview you on my show. She can bring that feed right in on their phone and be able to talk to them, and they can tell them right on that daggone phone what the heck is going on. Now, they might not be professionals and stuff in that thing, but they can tell I'm going to lose my job. I mop these floors here and turn our phone around. See these floors here? I mop these floors right here in this hospital. And if I don't mop the floor, the place is going to get dirty. Diseases and stuff is going to happen if I don't do it. I got an important job here. But this hospital that they just told me is getting ready to close down because we don't have no Medicaid money. Because 40% of the money that comes in here, Medicaid provides it. You lose 40% of your budget. You lose 40% of your income. They call you up, Ted, and say, Mr. Harper, we're going to send you a letter here, and we're taking 40% of your check. And next month, you ain't going to get, we're going to cut your check by 40%. What's going to happen to you? Damn. I might lose my apartment because I can't pay my daggone rent.
But here's the deal, though. Here, you know, I listen to C-SPAN a lot. I said this 100 times. And you listen to these Congress people, and they be making lists of Republicans and Democrats of their constituents that's going to lose Medicaid, that's going to lose Medicare, that's going to lose all, SNAP, all these people that's going to lose these different, what they call
Safety net items.
safety nets. And they're by the hundreds of thousands in some states. Some states is a couple of, it might be just 100,000, 150,000. Some of these people is 300,000, 50,000, 100,000. All of this stuff that these people, now there's ramifications for that. That means if they're in, all I'm saying is you have to get out there and talk to these people. Go to these hospitals. Go to um, these elderly places where they're staying. I already said it. You got 10 million nonprofit organizations. I'm sorry, 1 million, over 1 million nonprofit organizations. Over 10 million are working for the community, their communities. They get a lot of grants and federal funds, a lot of them. They get a lot of in kind and people donate. But they no longer going to be able to help the community because they're not going to have enough funds to come in there. And some of them is bogus nonprofits. What I mean by that is they're political or, whatever. But you got a lot of these nonprofits that's actually really helping people, people that's on HIV, people that are that got some kind of ailment they can't get around. He cut Meals on Wheels for the elderly. This is crazy, man. I mean, and all we doing is sitting around just talking. When I say we, I'm talking about these people that's getting. I mean, they making a whole lot of sense of what they're saying, and what they're saying, their heart is in the right place. But you can't be sitting behind no doggone podium and keep talking about it. You got to have action. You got to go out there and talk to the people.
Gotta hit the streets, people. Hit the streets. Gotta hit the streets. Get out there where my people is at.
And let me tell you, the media is.
They're not getting out there. Shit.
No, they ain't doing nothing.
They are getting, most of the time you look at these news folks, they're getting their news from the White House. The White House will send them out a press release, and that's what they print.
That's what they print. And they know it's lies.
And they're telling you there's no inflation. And we know damn well it is. The food prices ain't going up. We know damn well they lying. We go into the store every day. They know what's going on. We know what's going on. You paying more for our food. We paying more for a lot of other stuff. We're gonna be paying more for. Oh man. Anyway, Ted, final word, brother.
Well, we've been preaching this for a long time, man. We was even talking about it during the campaign, about these people going out talking to the people. And then if the Republicans stay in power, we shit up a creek. Really shit up a creek then. Because that's going to empower them even more so. You're going to embolden them. This is what the American people want. You got right now, you got 5 states that want the same thing they got here in Florida. The Alligator Alley, or whatever they call it, Alcatraz. 5 states is requesting it, Ed. Because you know why? They want that money. Because they know they're going to get big money. They're going to get millions of dollars to take care of these people and treat them like dogs, like animals. And ain't none, and 90% of them ain't done nothing wrong. They're just here undocumented, working every day. Let me shut up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, people, my final word and stuff is that we got a lot of work to do, and we can't be concentrating on Daddy Trump. And there's these folks calling, that's our daddy. Daddy, hey daddy. And they sitting there stroking that old boy, calling him daddy. But we need to figure out, people, what the heck are we going to do here? That big, beautiful bill is already passed. And nothing we can do about stopping it other than trying to figure out how these folks out there, as these cuts and stuff go out, and they start making these daggone cuts and stuff, what are these folks going to do? There can be a whole lot of people and stuff can be out on the street. We think there's some homeless folks and stuff now. This nation is going to be full of homeless people. This nation is going to be full of sick people. This nation is going to be full of folks and stuff and everything who are going to be put out of these nursing homes. They're going to find these folks in these nursing homes and stuff and throw them out, put them out in the street.
Put them in the
And
street, bro.
and we'd had, if I'm not mistaken, we had a small feeling of how that looks and everything when Ronald Reagan came into office. We
Yes, we
used to
did.
have mental institutions and stuff all over the country. Ronald Reagan, in one stroke of the pen, closed over half of those mental institutions down, put a whole lot of people who were mentally ill out on the streets. These people are still, some of them people and stuff are dead. Some of them may be still out there right now on the streets and everything, living in the woods or whatever. But he threw them out. Well, what's getting ready to happen now, we're going to see a heck of a lot more of that. And hopefully these people aren't doing this stuff and everything just to make sure that folks die. I don't know. I hope not. That they aren't that daggone cold to nowhere where we got to kill some of these people here. So we're going to throw them out, cut them out.
Well, that'll be hundreds of thousands that would be off of Social Security and Medicaid.
Oh, hell yeah. Easily. Easily. So we're going to see what's going to happen, people. Keep watching us, folks. And we need you guys to subscribe to our channel. Please do that. Thank you so very much. We'll see you guys tomorrow.